There's a certain technique that's...
Right. Now, you notice these bigger pieces there?
Mm-hmm.
That's just lighter pieces of the bedrock. And so because it's lighter, each time you see how I lost a little bit?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. Now, this darker material down here, that's the black sand. See how fine-grained it is?
Yes.
Like really, really tiny stuff.
Yeah.
Now, because it's the heaviest material in the pan, it wants to go down, okay? Now, these riffles in here prevent, you'd have to work really hard for that black sand and gold to come all the way out, because each time there's a riffle, it gets caught up. The lighter material kind of tumbles and falls out of the pan. And you can see that material if you look out here on each one of those cycles. You'll see there. You see all that light stuff drops down to the bottom. I give it a shake. When it comes in, I give it a shake to loosen everything. So I got cleaner riffles that way on the back stroke. So on the dip stroke, and you notice I can do that with 2 fingers. I'm not holding the pan up like that. I'm letting the pan float. And I'm just water in, water out, water in, water out. Now, I've gotten rid of most of what I call junk. So when it gets to this stage, I leave just a little bit of water in there, because I'm going to use that water to help move this material around. I'm going to turn that so now that we've got sun. Come over so you can look at it.
Wow, look at that.
Can you see the gold up there? Now, if I tap it with my finger, just lightly tap it, what happens is that most of the gold...
Look at it.
The gold jumps further. Now there's different ways. There's lots of different ways to remove the black sand.
And tell me again where this material came from that you're panning.
This material came from
That claim we jumped.
Well, we were with Ted. Because he was there, we were not jumping. This is on the north side of the Animas Mountain, northeast of Hillsboro, New Mexico.
Look at there. All that just
hold it to the sun.
That gold.
That's black sand, which is magnetic.
Yeah.
So gold is not.
Oh, sorry. And then you just take the.
See how it fell off?
So you get rid of a lot of your black sand this way.
Right. Makes that separation process a little easier. Now what I'm going to do is transfer all this material. Oh, by the way, there's our see how it's all kind of together? In one, the gold tends to be, whatever I'm doing, the gold wants to come together.
Well, I see a piece.
That's a piece of, it looks like copper back there.
Oh, what was that?
See, it moves too fast. It's not gold. I'm going to transfer all that into the other pan and just use running water. Now the action here is similar, and these riffles here are the same as the riffles in the other pan. And you can see the small lighter material falling into the water on each cycle. And I want to be patient with that. I don't want to just dump everything at once. And this pan weighs nothing, it's plastic.
And the point here is to separate more of the material from
That's
the gold
right.
flakes.
That's right. So now I leave myself a little bit of water, shake it, flatten it out.
Look at the gold.
Can you see where the gold, if you're doing it right, the gold will be down next to that lip.
Wow.
The gold has a specific gravity of 20, and this other material has a specific gravity of 3 or 4, so it's significantly heavier.
Look at it there,
Look at
Bill.
that. That's amazing.
And when you see a small speck like that one over there, that's what we call a color. So when you're doing when you're in the prospecting phase as opposed to the mining phase, you're just wanting to find what we call good color. You know, if you could find 4 or 5 of those each pan, then you know you're in a pretty good area. Now I can switch and do the same thing away from the riffles. Okay, so now you have to see how that gold is still clinging over there. And
Boy, it doesn't even. Well, there it moves some.
it didn't move much, so I'm very gentle here. I don't want to.
Don't want to lose it.
In this case, if I lose it, you know, at least it's just going into the wheelbarrow. Yeah. So I got to shake all that back down, resettle it.
Now let's pick it up.
Pick it up with, oh, you mean with the sniffer bottle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is this possible? Is it possible that that's pyrite?
No. Pyrite would be moving around like all the other stuff.
Because it's weight, you know, it's so much
Even
lighter.
if that was red or, I've got a sniffer bottle here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to see what happens to the gold. See how it migrates up against that edge.
So you just sucked out the gold.
Just
Right.
sucked out the gold. Right.
Cool, huh?
It is.
Is this a video you're taking? You got a lot of memory there in that machine.
You think there's still some in there?
There might be. Probably the smaller stuff. Now we're just pretty well down to the black sand. Just, you can see just
There's
very, very fine
A
colors.
little bit of color there, but man,
yeah,
it's fine.
they're really fine. But again, if you've got a lot of fine gold, it's still gold.
Gold dust. Buy a
There's
beer with it.
Two little specks. I got to move the specks. See how they migrate? Look at that. Each time I tap it, they move right up to the edge.
Got them.
So
That's amazing.
now